Hello there, and welcome to probably my first sketchbook tour ever, and also my first video on this channel. With this sketchbook, I've had it for about... wait, hold on. There we go. So as previously stated, I've had this sketchbook for about 2 years. It's gone through a lot. It has moved across the country. It is obviously very well loved, if you can tell from how absolutely destroyed it looks. So let's just start. And I'm warning you, 2 whole years. My art was not good when I started this sketchbook, but we're still gonna suffer through it. So let's start. Here's an old ticket. I went to see Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Here's some cringy song lyric. That's supposed to be Phil. I was obviously really into gorillas at this time, so I would constantly try and draw 2D, but I just was not good enough at art to get stuff out the way that I wanted it to look, so it ended up all kind of just looking very small, very ugly. So we're probably gonna blow through these pages pretty quickly. What I do after a year of school is I'll cut out all my little sketches that I've drawn and put them in one sketchbook. So these are from 2016 to 2017, the Science Bible. Merlin. Loved Merlin in like 7th grade. Social studies notes. Gotta love social study. Oh my gosh, this was right when I found out who Billie Eilish is, and I love the song Ocean Eyes, so I drew a drawing of it, and it's still not that bad. Just a lot of the things in this part of my art just lack a lot of personality. They don't really look like anything special. I believe this was a time when I was actually visiting where I am living now, but that was 2 years ago, so it's been a long time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is that? Let's ignore that and just keep moving. Here obviously there I started Copic drawing in the sketchbook, but this paper isn't really meant for it, but eventually we'll see. I obviously don't care if this paper is meant for Copics or not, because I just start using it anyways. Gorillas, obviously, very into gorillas at this time in my life. This was a gorilla song. Take a guess what I was into. So here I decided I would draw on sticky notes, but I never finished the page. And this is something that we're going to be encountering a lot, is where I go back at a certain time and fill in all the empty spots in my pages. So this is not from the same time period as this. Art, definitely, you can tell I have a little bit more technique down. It's not perfect because it's still old. It's like not good compared to my art now, but it still shows there's a huge difference. So yes, I was for sure visiting where I live now. I was drawing this on the highway. More 2D, just random stuff. But does not look like Snape. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah. So this is another one of those pages where I went back. I actually still kind of like just the vibe of this. Here I was trying to draw from references that obviously went amazing, beautiful. Another spot where I went back and drew in. Aw, here's a nice collage. It's very pretty. I love it. I'm still very proud of it. Here's where I think the sketchbook starts to kind of have its own identity. So I just was starting to try and really embrace my art and just not care as much. As you can see, you need room to fool around and mess up sometimes. I think that's still very true. We all have to grow as people. See, I labeled it Animal Crossing New Leaf, but it's actually drawings of my friends' characters when they were in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Characters. Never finished this one. It was meant to be another one of my friends. And then down here, I just kind of filled in the page after. Isabel, a villager looking very angry. go over probably one of my favorite sketches, just like the style and like, look at how sad he is. He's heartbroken. So cute. There is some more just sketches. Not much to say really about it. It's just old sketches. Here is a sketch I was proud of for a pretty long time. I can see that the neck looks really messed up. More Copics. Why is his face so long? There's definitely a part of my style where I just started making the face really, really long for no reason whatsoever. Horrible perspective. Oh my gosh. I've learned so much in the last year, just like taking art classes at my school. Here's another page where I went back Deku. I was obviously into My Hero Academia at the time. I was thinking of an idea for a game. Never really happened. I didn't really expect it to. Anyways, these were just some more drawings. Here is a page where I was with my cousin and she was wanting to show me how to draw the Grinch, so I followed her tutorial and it was just lots of fun. Okay, so here's a ticket to The Last Jedi. I would definitely not give it a 7 out of 10 now, but edgy stuff up there. This was around when the 21 Pilots album started releasing singles. This is Chlorine. And here I was just looking at Instagram. This was supposed to be V from BTS. Let's just not talk about my portrait skills at that time. This is oddly a part of my sketchbook. Even though it's really horrible and messy, I still like it now. Like, it just was a lot of emotional sketching. I think this was around when I started school. Lots of just things that I felt like I wanted to draw, not necessarily things that were supposed to be perfect. Just a lot of very, more Link. I can never stop drawing Link, I guess. And song lyrics, you know. Oh, and then I was thinking about Undertale. This was long after Undertale had happened, but I still have a place in my heart for Frisk. So here is me being very sad about moving. Ignore it, I'm perfectly fine now. But I was just still sad about moving, as anyone should be after they move literally across the country. So basically, this is a drawing. I still really like this guy, but he's super edgy. This was more fashion-based. This was obviously collaging. And just, you know, I think I filled up that page very nicely. Here's another page of just drawings from school. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep trying to draw Phil and just making him disgusting? I don't know why I do that. So this was when I started using watercolor. Here is supposed to be Kylo Ren. Now I can barely see that it's him. So Adam Driver. I love Adam Driver. He's great. Just some drawings I cut out from who knows where. More of V. My poor man. Ignore that. Just, no. I just wanted to see what blood would look like. Here's some facial studies. I mean, these are really bad, so we're just gonna ignore them. Here is a page I love. I just love how full it feels. I actually ended up using this concept for an art project. This has a lot of, even though it's like his face is really boring, it's nice. I like how the bottom turned out mostly. I had a phase where I had like a bunch of Dum Dum wrappers, so I just would use them in my sketchbook for no reason whatsoever. Here is where I started doing themed pages. I think at this point I had bought a bunch of stuff from Michael's, so I was just testing it all out. Here are some math doodles. Here's an old tie-dye thing I did. This was from way before I even think I had this sketchbook, but I didn't have a home for it, so I just put the collage here. I still really like that. Here are some more doodles. Okay, so this section is a doozy. I hated almost everything in this, and it's all referenced because it was supposed to be pages that were meant to help me grow as an artist, but I just never got the motivation to actually finish them, so they were finished over a long period of time. Very obvious how I felt. This page, these two were from forever ago, and then all of the pen ones were kind of more recent. Some body sketches, just trying to be more fluid and not caring as much. Here's a picture of my cat. Here's some random expressions I drew. I did it in pen, so it doesn't really look great. Now here are some of my favorite drawings. Look at the birdie. Oh my gosh, that bird has turned out so cute. And this like naked bird, beautiful. Yeah, and the puffin. Oh my gosh, puffins are so cute. I don't know why I like birds so much. I've never been a bird person. This is a thing from my friend. It was like a birthday thing and she wrote on it for me, and I'm a hoarder. So I stuck it in my sketchbook, and then I made a song, so I tried to create cover art for it, but I never really did anything with it. Just some more doodles. This was when all my friends were into K-pop. I never got into K-pop, but I still like, just kind of was like, I'm interested in it, pretty boys. I mean, who doesn't like beautiful men? Oh my gosh. So this is probably when I started playing Breath of the Wild. I just love Link, he's the best. Here I got a bingo stamper. So I was using that, and I don't know. I don't hate this. I hate that. Oh my gosh. I was watching the last Harry Potter movie with my sister, I believe, because I had watched all of them, but I was waiting for my sister to finish the books to watch the last one, so that was emotional. Here's just a bunch more doodles. Fun. Oh wait, Luca. We love Luca. Okay. Here I was taking a really, really old character and trying to redesign her. I don't really like it. Here I was trying to redesign her more. Here's a little doodle of my doggy. Oh, he's so cute, so cute. And then I had gone to a concert with my friend for Imagine Dragons, even though I didn't really know anything about them, so their song Gold made me think of drawing like industrialism as greed. You know, the huge. And then here I just watched a video about perspective, and I just thought it would be cool to try and do some perspective stuff, even though it all is not very great. Okay, so this was before I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, before I played, and I just was listing a couple things I was really excited about. Portability, the amount of characters, Animal Crossing love. Oh my gosh, when they announced Isabelle, I lost my crap. I love Animal Crossing, it's one of my favorite series. And then this was just from later on to fill up this blank space. And I rewatched Orin High School Host Club. It's probably one of my favorite shows in general, but I just redrew some of the characters in my style, even though they're kind of a mess. Here I was at my grandma's house and I was just drawing, doodling, you know. And then over here, just really edgy, just some more doodles. Something my sister wrote for me. Humans are dead, let's get down and funky. I think that was probably the highest point in my art ever. Saw Mission Impossible. I actually did like it. Here are just some pages where I was designing a character and I decided to redraw them. So here are just some more doodles. Here's Crom. I love Crom. He's one of my favorite characters. Eugene from the Try Guys. I was just drawing a lot of fandom stuff here. Lots of bees. The bee's knees, my man. So this was actually, I had pre-ordered Trench by 21 Pilots, and I had gotten it, and I took off the little thing and the little sticker that came on the front of it. And this was actually from when I went to the show. They had this on the merch that I bought, and it was just so cool to have that. Everything else on the page is kind of boring. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite pages in my whole sketchbook. I was watching BM Puppy Cat, and I just noted like the color schemes that they used, and it just like looks so pretty. The colors, not necessarily the drawings. Ignore Pyrocynical, just like let's ignore that. And then this was a note from my friends. They gave me a jar full of things that were nice about me, and just it means a lot to me. This was a page that was originally gonna have drawings all based off of songs. So Levitate, Begin Again by Purity Ring, and this was Joji Dancing in the Dark. And then this was Chlorine, but I just hated how that one turned out and lost hope, so I decided I would just draw My Hero Academia, as one does. Here is a project that I did for school. It's a mandala. Oh, my dog is waiting for me to open the door. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's another page. This was just like a random character doodle. I don't know. Switch, of course. I was definitely playing Breath of the Wild at the time. These are just some of Link's outfits in the game. Now we get to some of my favorite pages just because of the themed nature of them. It's had a very red dog is drinking. just ignore that. So this had a very red theme to it. I still really like that page. And like, here's an Animal Crossing page. I was trying to draw each of the different trees. And then my favorite villager ever, Blue Bear. She's just a sweetheart. I love Blue Bear. Here's another collage. We've got 2D and a furry that was in vogue for whatever reason. But other than that, I really like this page. So here's a page of just anatomy drawings, trying to figure out male anatomy. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Here are some more doodles. Another themed page, just more and more doodles. So this is just some female anatomy practice. These two are the ones that I did last, and I wanted to color them in. Just so your eye went to them, just because they're the prettiest ones out of the bunch, obviously. I did not like how most of them turned out. Another red page. I had just done a project on No Hope, the graffiti artist. He is awesome, and I definitely recommend checking out his work. Just lots of red doodles. Here's where I kind of lose my theming. There's a thumbnail sketch for the sketch that I did on the last page. I kind of lose the inspiration that I had before. Here's a drawing of my friend, Zoe. Hi Zoe, you're probably hopefully watching this. And then I had just had a sleepover for Zoe's birthday, and we watched Pretty in Pink, so I was drawing the main character from Pretty in Pink. Here's a drawing by one of my friends, and someone from my school signed my sketchbook. I still really like how this turned out. I think the watercolor shirt turned out really nicely. So these are some doodles for a project. Here is another page of just a bunch of doodles, Billie Eilish. Here's a ticket to Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Just lots of doodles. Here were some drawings that I did for a project that we had to do where we drew a character, but this is a paper we had to fill out, and I did that. Here I was watching The Last Airbender. Very, very cool, you know. I love that show, I was rewatching it. Here are just some doodles trying to figure out how face shading works, which, obviously some of them are a little messed up. This was all for a science project I was doing. So we had to make a Mars base, and this was the crew. I was gonna originally go way further with it than that. This was some more stuff for that project. Here are some more drawings. I kind of drew this character, and I used Crayola watercolor, so it's like not good. But I drew this character, and I didn't really expect to use them, but I actually started to reuse them. And then here, I cannot remember the artist's name, but he draws like really horrific stuff that's supposed to make you feel disgust. And I really wanted to try and channel that, and so I'm sorry if you have trypophobia. Here's the guy again. I named him Travis, I guess. I really was going through a phase where I loved drawing clothing. More stuff to make you feel disgusted. This doesn't really have any meaning. I have no idea why I drew it. Here's more of that character. Hi, what do you want? Hey, whoa, what do you want from me? So here are some sketches of my longtime, oh my gosh. Okay, so after my dog finished harassing me, let's get back to this. So these are just some doodles of characters I've had for a long time. They're brothers, so that's fun. Here are just some drawings of outfits that I saw on Pinterest. Here's a really nasty drawing. I hate that. This page is kind of boring. Here are some doodles of random characters, and just like I got bored. This one is referenced from Pinterest. Here are just some pen doodles. Little Spider-Man, little Hinata, Daisy from Animal Crossing, and Link from Breath of the Wild. And Kylo Ren. Why is he here? I don't know. Here are some terrible anatomy practices, and here are some cat doodles. I pretty much just like that one. That's it. Here are some more recent drawings. Just some cute little stuff. My Animal Crossing character at the time looked like this. This I actually finished today. It's that character from before and another character I just made together. This was something I did for my drawing class because we had to learn how to use perspective. And I decided I'd draw a cherry and a banana. Here's doodles I cut out. Here are just some drawings of, I took requests on an Animal Crossing forum, and I never really finished all of them. So that's fun. So this stuff is all very much more recent. This is a drawing I still really like. It's my profile picture on Instagram. But yeah, that all turned out pretty nice. Here's a drawing. Didn't like how it turned out. Here's some of a character named Wren who can transform into different birds. Here's him as an ostrich. Here's a drawing I really like of a bad boy. So here are some of my art supplies. There's an eraser I like using, my mild liners, and my Tombow brush pen. I love all those. And then this was supposed to be Tyler Joseph, but it didn't really turn out quite right. And then some other drawings. I did these all in an envelope, so that's fun. I hate how the shading on this one turned out. I think this one's pretty cute, and this is just like someone in water. This drawing's pretty cool, but I never really wanted to finish it. I just feel like a lot of these sketches particularly just look better the way that they are. The line art on this one turned out cool, but I feel like these would lose their personality very easily, so I'd rather keep it intact. Here's a stupid page. I don't like this page. It's just kind of, I was in an art block and I was getting back into it, and I just had to tell myself, it doesn't matter if it's ugly, you're drawing it. So I just drew some patterns to make myself feel better. Here's some more. I really like how this one turned out. I feel like the shading on the face is very pretty. My camera just crashed, but this is very pretty. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this drawing. I just feel like it's very pretty. I don't know how to say why I like it. A little link. This page is actually pretty cool. This was more of that character that I had before. And then I had gone to a couple art shows this week that I drew all this stuff, so I was really inspired by abstract, not necessarily doing what I normally do, so I just wanted to draw something really weird. And these definitely are the ones that are very weird. I love the clown. He's very sassy. Here's another page. I did this actually as a commission for my friend, but there's just some of that. Here's some sweaters, a girl, just the normal stuff. Here's just a bunch of, I did some cherry blossoms and some doodles. And this is the last page. I really wanted to make this really show how much I've grown. Of course, it's not perfect. I definitely like these two better than I do these two. And this one I particularly left more stylized, but I got these all from Pinterest. This is Tyler Joseph, Rob Lowe. I do not know anything about him. I just saw the picture and was like, I really want to draw this guy. This is Adam Driver. It's, like I said, they're all kind of messy. And I decided to leave the eyes more stylized just because I felt like it looked like him. But that's Josh Dunn. And yeah. That's the end of the sketchbook. Yeehaw.